from Audio Geek, and I'm back yet again with another cool review for you guys. Man, I'm on a roll with this Fiio stuff, and I'm bringing to you this time we've got the Snowsky Melody DAC amp. Now Snowsky is like a little sister company, Jade Audio. They're all like connected to Fiio, or like an umbrella company, one underneath the other. It's connected to Fiio. Man, this thing comes in at a very solid price. I just saw now for South Africa users on the AliExpress store, I think it's like 227 Rand for a DAC amp, and that's insanely cheap, guys. I do not want to open this box now because the design is very special. I want to get into that with the unboxing and the look and build part. Yeah, Fiio stuff takes quick to get to South Africa. I think it was two and a half weeks. They also sent me this really cool pouch with that this DAC amp goes into. I actually I'm very happy that I received the JM21, because I also saw that you can work on the Fiio Control app. You can do some settings and stuff on this amp, which you don't get with a lot of DAC amps. Some you do, some you don't. That's a little added feature versus price. I think this thing is going to be something special. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the unboxing. If we look at the box, the packaging is really not nothing to write home about. It's one of those things that looks like you can hang it up in your store for a presentation. It's a little slide open box. You've got the little cartoon drawing here of the Snowsky. At the back here it's some things in Chinese. I haven't brushed up on my Mandarin yet, so I can't tell you guys what stands there. It just says walnut here in front. So when you check in the box, you will see there's a nice white booklet. And then check this out, guys. Now, all the other companies that go for DAC amps, that's made of aluminium and plastic, and these guys went for walnut. And man, I have to tell you, this is seriously, it's a really retro look now. When a company does something a bit different, it counts a bit of points with me. You also get another little box. I just want to check what's in here. Wow, this is a really nice USB-C cable. Can you check here the brass or gold connectors? This is looking really cool. Yeah, that's what you get in the box. A nice thing is Fiio sent me a really cool carrying pouch with. I will get into this in the look and build. Overall, I'm going to name the price a bit later. You will not believe when I give you the dollar price. I just told the South Africans now, but I'm going to reserve the dollar price for a bit later. Man, I can't believe you are getting all this at this price. But we will get more into the specs, and we will pick the DAC that it's got inside, and maybe we can see why this one is so budget orientated. So yeah, let's get into the look and build of this thing, guys. If we hop onto the build quality now, when you just look at it and you open it up and you see this wood, then you think it will maybe be heavy, but it is not, guys. This is very light. It's one of the lightest dongles I think I have. I don't think I have anything lighter than this. This is very light. A positive thing about that is when it is hanging from your phone's USB-C or your DAP's USB-C, it's not gonna draw so much on your USB-C ports, because it is not so heavy. You actually, when you look at it, it does look solidly built with the wood. I really am in love with this look. They have like a little thing here that's like a place where you can hold your thumb or something like that. If you want to check the size, it is very small. This is to my EPZ. This is my EPZ TP35. It's one of my favorite dongle DACs. Also cheap, and I can't believe what EPZ did with this thing. It's the cleanest sounding DAC amp that I do have at the moment. Let me rather say at the moment. So yeah, getting back to the Snowsky, man, I'm in love with the look of this thing. Like I said, the USB-C connector, that is looking freaking stunning. It's got this gold type of, I'll just get it out the box again. see if I did put it somewhere here. Oh, here it is. I really want to check out these connectors now because it's got this brass color that you don't normally see. They are normally... Oh wow, look at that. Man, if I had a girlfriend and I'm getting her a nice set of in-ear monitors, I would really get her a DAC amp like this. Man, I think this will make a great gift for any female. They'll really appreciate the look of this thing, and obviously the price makes it worthwhile to give this to someone as a gift. Really good workmanship here. I'm especially astonished that it's so light. And if we check out the little pouch that came with, oh wow, it's a type of a green leather. I want to see how this thing fits in here now. Obviously when you're going to lose the controls here on the side when you fit it in like this. Now for me this is sometimes a problem because I lock the software volume on my either player or my phone, and then I only use the volume on the DAC itself. But it seems now I'm just going to have to make that change and just go over to volume, set the thing maybe on the fullest volume here, and then just play with the volume on the phone. Man, overall I'm very impressed with the look and build. Man, especially with this now, it does look much better with the wood exposed. But I mean, then you're going to expose it to scratches and stuff like that. So man, even with this, look at the little stitching, the white stitching on here. And now me that's got a workshop, and we do a lot of upholstery on motorcycle seats. When you do a little stitching that stands out from the leather, it just looks exquisite, man. So yeah, let's go over to the connectivity. If we check out the connectivity, obviously on a dongle DAC it's going to be a USB-C to USB-C. If you're going to be using this on your PC or your laptop and you do not have a USB-C, then obviously you're just going to need a little converter which takes it from USB-C to normal USB. You can find them at any China shop in South Africa. Those are not difficult to inquire. A lot of the companies give you one with the DAC amps, but I mean at this price I'm not going to moan or complain because they don't have that connected here. Obviously me, I'm going to use it a lot with my DAPs. The normal DAP I use for my dongle DACs to evaluate them is a IBM 300, but now if you want to evaluate a Fiio product on a IB product, those two are like, not enemies, but they are like rivals. So I don't think one of those companies will be impressed with me. I think I'm going to use it on all my phones and laptop and my tablet, and then also on my Fiio DAP. It's basically in this where you can connect this thing. If you want a bit of better sound from your laptop, you can also use this. I'm actually curious to see what the DAC is inside here, guys. So let's hop on over to the specs. I just checked the specs here on the internet, and I'm actually very impressed. It says here it's a North American wooden housing, high performance DSP dual DAC, 10 band PEQ, 3.5 SE Fiio Control balanced output, supports inline controls and mics, low heat and power consumption. Now I was curious to see what DAC was inside here, and I was actually astonished to see that there's dual DACs inside here. Now at this price, 2 DACs, and it's the Cirrus Logic 43131 DACs. And now I know already what type of a sound signature I can expect, as I know Cirrus DACs quite well. And I have to say, guys, I'm very excited to see how this thing sounds and to test it out. I love evaluating DAC amps and collecting them. You can't believe that some of these little thingies, they're just this big and then they sound as good as a DAC. The technology that goes in there and how the guys cram those things in there, it's amazing, man. So yeah, I'm going to be listening and testing out this guy for a week now, and then I will be back with my sound impressions. Stay tuned. And I am very glad to be back with my sound impressions on this little beauty. Guys, I wasn't this excited about a little DAC amp in a long time. The last time was with the EPZ TP35, which is my favorite DAC amp. If you take price versus performance and all that, and now this little thing is bringing up the same type of emotions, because I cannot believe for the price all the functions and everything you are getting here. So first of all, to evaluate the sound, a very important thing with dongles is that they need to have some power, man, especially if you're driving a bit of a bigger headphone or stuff like that, or a bit more in-ear monitors. That's not very efficient, you know. So the power demands, even on the single-ended sides, just 100 milliwatts, and I drove my Roses Elsa up a distant mountain over ears with it. I drove my Sennheisers HD 25s with it. I drove my Sennheiser HD 555s with it. So it's very versatile. I'm not saying look, go connect 300 ohm headphones on there and then write me in the comments, no Brian, you said this thing's so powerful. It's powerful. It'll drive any IAM, or let me say most IAMs. I even tried planners, and it did perfectly. So to speak on the sound a bit, the overall tone that I got is that it's a very, very balanced and warm tone. I thought that at the beginning it was a little bit dark, but as the week progressed, I think a bit of the components just settled a bit. So for me, it's definitely a very nice, warm, thick, creamy sound. It's a very relaxed tuning, almost like listening to a pair of earbuds, you know. Um, it's a lot the same as the EPZ TP50 that I have, which is a little bit cut off on the lows and on the highs, and it has a beautiful bottom end. It's warm, it's creamy, and that's the same type of sound impression that I get here. Now, you get on your Fiio, on your Fiio DAPs, you will, if you go into your menu here, you will see there's one that says Fiio Control. So it says connection failed now because I'm not connected. But in there you can go into your Snowsky and you can set all sorts of settings. So there's two sound modes. There's the DRE on and DRE off. I preferred it with the DRE off. It did a bit of funny things with me with that DRE on. I don't know if it's my mind just because I don't like equalizing. But I listened mostly with DRE off. Man, this is a non-fatiguing sound, guys. I promise you, the one day I had them on for about six hours. I was listening with this thing, and it was just a non-fatiguing, warm, relaxed, awesome sound. Brilliant for relaxing genres like a bit of soul funk or a jazz or anything you want to relax with your favorites folder, because there's none there's not this critical ear piercing treble. It's just a really, really relaxed listen. And I think if you check the price out also, I mean, you are getting two dual DACs here. Two dual DACs are found in this big DAP, you know. So the technology that is going in here, that they're cramming in here, and that you are getting for this price makes this really, really worthwhile. Yeah, like I said, relaxed tuning. I didn't burn it in. I have to say, all in all, the technicalities, it's more musical than it is technical. So if you want to do some critical listening, get yourself a EPZ TP35. That thing's background is extremely clear. This is almost analogish. It's warm like an analog sound. I don't know how Fiio got that right, but this will stay in my private collection. I think I will use this a lot. And that's it for the sound part. We can now move on over to my conclusion. So we're finally at the conclusion for this lovely little dongle. Man, I'm in love with it. Everything here screams glass. From the little brass here on the USB-C connectors to the brass and the wood finish on here. I have to say, I got the wooden, the dark wooden finish one, and I have to say I prefer this to the lighter one. Really love this little leather thing that with the diamond stitching. The looks alone makes this for me worthwhile. My verdict is a solid 4 stars out of 5. If you take price versus functions, aesthetics, specs like the dual DAC, this is a no-brainer, guys. It's very light on your USB port, because it is going to be dangling there, but because this thing is so light, it's not going to cause any damage. I also think it will make great gifts. Who should buy this? Well, definitely music lovers. If you're a type of guy to get home on a Friday evening after work, you like to relax with a nice whiskey and listen to some jazz or blues, not critical listening stuff, then this is definitely the one you need to get. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna order like 2 or 3 and give to someone for gifts. Christmas is around the corner. All in all, a very great product by Fiio here, and I have to commend them, especially with the build and the innovations and all the functions and stuff. So yeah, thank you for watching my review. Until next time. Guys, thank you very much for taking the time out of your busy schedules to watch my review. If you like my content, please subscribe to my channel. Bottom right is the subscribe button. If you have any questions, please feel free to hit me up in the comments. We can also join my Facebook group. A lot of cool guys there, lots of information, lots of nice products.